my dear students. Myself Ranjita Das, lecturer in physics of Nalanda Vidya Mandir. Dear students, in the last class we have studied about the reflection, what are the laws of reflection and how the reflection occur in case of plane mirror, what are the different questions related to your plane mirror. Then we have studied about the spherical mirror, the terms related to the spherical mirror. Then we have found what is the relation between the radius of curvature and the focal length by considering some assumptions and some sign conventions. Hope all of you remember all the assumptions and the sign convention. Today we will study about how you can trace a ray. What does it mean? Means in what direction the incident ray will fall and in what direction the reflected ray will move. This will help you to draw the ray diagrams easily. This is the mirror, this is the principal axis, this is the pole, let this point is the focus. If a ray passes parallel to the principal axis, then it will reflect along the focus. So if the incident ray is parallel to the principal axis, then the reflected ray will pass through the focus. If the incident ray passes through the focus, then after reflection it will pass parallel to the principal axis. Okay? It's reverse. If it moves parallel to principal axis, then after reflection it will pass through the focus. If it passes through the focus, then after reflection it will pass parallel to the principal axis. If a ray passes through the center of curvature, then after reflection it will pass along the same path. That means the incident ray and the reflected ray are along the same path. Next, a ray incident making some angle with the principal axis gets reflected with the same angle, I, R, and I equal to R. All of you clear? So, if a ray moves, if a ray incident parallel to the principal axis, then after reflection it passes through the focus. If a ray passes through the focus, incident ray passes through the focus, then after reflection it passes parallel to the principal axis. If an incident ray passes through the center of curvature, then after reflection it also passes through the center of curvature. If an incident ray falls at some angle with to the principal axis, then after reflection it travels at the same angle with the principal axis, that is I equal to R. Angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. By taking all this, we can easily draw the ray diagram of your optics. Next, while deriving the relation between the radius of curvature and the focal length, we have considered some assumptions and the sign convention. So once again I am repeating, what are the assumptions we have considered? That the source must be a point 1. Then the rays must make very small angle with the principal axis. The rays must make very small angle with the principal axis. These angles must be very small. The aperture of the mirror should be small. Then what are the sign conventions we have considered? Considering the pole as the origin, all the measurements right to the pole, that is along the direction of the incident light, are taken positive. All the measurements taken against the direction of incident light are taken negative. All the measurements taken above the principal axis are taken positive. All the measurements taken below the principal axis are taken negative. All of you remember? So these are the sign convention. So every measurement is taken from starting from the pole. all the measurement along the incident light is taken positive. All the measurement against the direction of incident light are taken negative, that is to the left of the pole. To the right of the pole it is taken positive. All the measurement above the principal axis are taken positive. All the measurements below the principal axis are negative. So based on all these concepts, let us derive what is the mirror formula. So how you can find the mirror formula? See, the spherical mirror can be either a concave mirror or a convex mirror. So let us first consider the concave mirror. The concave mirror can produce either real image or virtual image. So if a concave mirror produce real image, first let us consider the concave mirror producing real image. See, this is the ray diagram. This is the object on the principal axis. This is your concave mirror. This is the pole. Okay. So when a ray moves parallel to the principal axis, after reflection it will pass through the focus. So this is a reflected ray. This is a reflected ray. A ray incident at some angle to the principal axis passes at the same angle with the principal axis reflected. So this angle is equal to this angle. So this is another reflected ray. If a ray passes through the center of curvature, then after reflection it passes through the center of curvature. So there are three reflected rays I have considered, and all the three reflected rays, this one and this one, all three meet at a point, and at this point the image is formed. So now see, A dash B dash is the image of the object AB. Now based upon the ray diagram, let us derive the mirror formula. What is mirror formula? Mirror formula. It is nothing but it is the relation between object distance. Object distance is taken as U, image distance and focal length. So generally the object distance we will take U, the image distance we will take V, and the focal length. The relation between the object distance, image distance and the focal length is the mirror formula. So see, let us consider two triangles, A B C triangle and A dash B dash C triangle. Triangle A B C and triangle A dash B dash C. A B C and A dash B dash C. See, this angle is equal to this angle. This angle is equal to this angle. So obviously this angle is equal to this angle, right? That means the two triangles are similar to each other. If two triangles are similar to each other, then corresponding sides are proportional. So let us consider, so triangle ABC is similar to triangle A dash B dash C. Now what I can write? AB by A dash B dash. AB by A dash B dash equal to AC by A dash C. Okay? AB by A dash B dash equal to AC by A dash C. Let us give it equation 1. Now let us consider these two triangles, ABP triangle and A dash B dash P triangle. ABP triangle and A dash B dash P triangle. Triangle ABP and triangle A dash B dash P. Now see, this angle is equal to this angle because angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. Now this one is 90 degree and this one is 90 degree. So obviously this angle is equal to this angle. So now the two triangles are similar. Again taking the corresponding sides proportional. What I can write? AB by A dash B dash. AB by A dash B dash equal to AP by A dash B. AP by A dash B. This is your equation 2. Now comparing 1 and 2. Comparing 1 and 2. AB by A dash B dash, AB by A dash B dash. Left hand side are equal. So AC by A dash C is equal to AP by A dash B. Now see what is AC? What is AC? AC is AP minus PC. AP minus PC. AP minus PC divided by what is A dash C? A dash C is PC minus PA dash. PC minus PA dash. Okay, that is equal to AP by A dash B. Now let us take the sign convention. So according to the sign convention, see, all these are situated on the left side. So every measurement can be taken here negative. Now the distance between the pole and the focus is the focal length, right? The distance between the center of curvature and the pole is the radius of curvature. The distance between the object and the pole is the object distance. And the distance between the image and the pole is the image distance. Right? So now AP is by sign convention AP equal to minus U, PC equal to minus R, PA dash equal to minus V. Okay? Now let us put all these values here. So what we can get? AP minus PC. AP is minus U minus PC minus R divided by PC minus R minus PA dash minus V equal to AP. AP is minus U by AP PA dash minus V. Okay. So minus minus cancel. So minus U plus R by minus R plus V is equal to U by V. Cross multiply. Minus UV plus VR equal to minus UR plus UV. So VR plus UR equal to 2UV. Right? Now dividing left hand side and right hand side by UVR. Total equation let us divide by UVR. So what I can get? VR by UVR plus UR by UVR equal to 2UV by UVR. Okay. So VR cancel, UR cancel. UV cancel. So what we get? 1 by U plus 1 by V equal to 2 by R. Okay. So 1 by U plus 1 by V equal to 2 by R. And we already know that the relation between the radius of curvature and the focal length is R equal to 2F. So 2 by R equal to 1 by F. So what is the mirror formula now? 1 by V plus 1 by U is equal to 2 by R equal to 1 by F. Now this is your mirror formula. Clear? So by putting the sign convention, we have got that the mirror formula for a concave mirror producing real image 1 by V plus 1 by U equal to 2 by R equal to 1 by F. Similarly, if the concave mirror will produce a virtual image, see this diagram, concave mirror producing virtual image. Now if the object is kept within the focus, then the image formed is a virtual image, because see, this is one incident ray moving parallel to principal axis, then it passes through the focus. A ray incident at some angle passes with same angle. A ray which passes through the center of curvature is reflected through the same path. Now all the three reflected rays diverge from each other, so they cannot actually meet. To meet them, let us produce it in the backward direction. So all the three reflected rays appear to meet at this point. Now this is the position of the image in case of concave mirror when the object is kept within the focus. Now this is the virtual image. Now see here, now what this is the image distance V. By taking the same process and by taking appropriate sign convention, here U will be negative, F will be negative, R will be negative, but only V will be positive. By going through the same process, again we can find that 1 by V plus 1 by U equal to 1 by F. Then let us come to the convex mirror. So convex mirror always produces a virtual image. See this one, the diagram. This is the object at any position. A ray which passes parallel to the principal axis diverge, and when it is produced in backward, it meets the focus. Another ray which passes at some angle is reflected at same angle. A ray which passes through the center of curvature will be reflected along the same path. Now all the three rays, when produced in the backward direction, they appear to meet at this point, and this is the position of the image. Now here, according to the sign convention, your PA is U. The object distance is to this side, so it is minus U. The image distance V plus V. The focal length F plus F. The focal length radius of curvature plus R. Here U is negative and V, F, R all are positive. So by taking the sign convention, here V is positive, all are negative, U, F, R negative. So by taking the appropriate sign convention, if we will go through the same process by considering the two triangle here also, A, B, C and A dash, B dash, C. Again the another two triangle A, B, P and A dash, B dash, B. By going through the same process, we can find the mirror formula 1 by V plus 1 by U equal to 1 by F, and that is equal to your 2 by R, where U is the object distance, V is the image distance and F is the focal length. Hope all of you are clear now. Next, let us do some questions. You can do other two derivation for this one and this one by yourself and can see the result that in either case the mirror formula is 1 by V plus 1 by U equal to 1 by F. Write down a question now. An object placed in front of a concave mirror at a distance of 30 cm its real and inverted image is formed at 60 cm. Find the position of focus or your focal length. So what we will do? See the question. An object placed in front of a concave mirror at a distance of 30 cm means object is placed at a distance of 30 cm. I have told while studying the sign convention that the object distance we will always take as negative. So u is given minus 30 cm, right? This is the concave mirror, so object is placed somewhere here, 30 cm. It is its real and inverted image. So real image means the image is on the same side. That means somewhere here the image is formed. The real and inverted image is formed at 60 cm, means on this side. This is your 60 cm. Okay. So V equal to minus 60 cm. Sign convention is very important. All of you clear? So find the position of the focus or the focal length. So what is the mirror formula? 1 by V plus 1 by U equal to 1 by F. That implies 1 by minus 60 plus 1 by minus 30 is equal to 1 by F. So 1 by F equal to 60 minus 1 minus 2. Okay. So that is minus 3 by 60. So F equal to minus 60 by 3 is equal to minus 20 cm. What do you mean by minus 20 cm? The concave mirror, the focal length focus is on this side to the left. So I have got minus, and where it is situated? Somewhere here it is situated. 20 cm. This is the focus. All of you are clear? Next. Let us write down another question. An object is placed at a distance of x from focus so that it forms a real image at a distance y from focus. So find the focus. Okay. So what is given in the question? See, an object is placed at a distance of x from focus so that it forms a real image at a distance of y from the focus. That means the object is at a distance of x, means suppose this is the mirror, real image is formed. So this is the focus, object is placed at this distance. So this is x. That means the object distance is f plus x, right? So u equal to f plus x. Left side, so it is minus. It forms a real image. Real image is formed, means on the same side of the mirror. Real image is formed at a distance of y from focus. Real image means on the same side of the mirror. That means the object distance is also negative. Y from focus, it is situated y from focus. So V equal to minus f plus y. So focal length is also negative. So let us put the formula 1 by V plus 1 by U equal to 1 by F. So 1 by minus f plus y plus 1 by minus f plus x equal to 1 by minus f. Okay? So 1 by f minus cancel, f plus y into f plus x. Here f plus x plus f plus y is 1 by f. That implies 2f plus x plus y divided by f square plus fx plus fy plus xy equal to 1 by f. So that implies cross multiply 2f square plus fx plus fy is equal to f square plus fx plus fy plus xy. That implies fx fy cancel, fx fy, 2f square minus f square equal to xy. That implies f square equal to xy or f equal to your root over xy. This is the answer. Okay. So all of you clear now? So what we have studied? How you can draw the reflected ray based upon the path of incident ray. If a ray moves parallel to the principal axis, then it will pass through the focus. If the incident ray will pass through the focus, then after reflection it will pass parallel to the principal axis. If a ray passes through the or incident through the center of curvature, then it passes after reflection through the center of curvature only. And if the incident ray makes some angle with the principal axis, then after reflection the reflected ray makes same angle with the principal axis. And in this way we have studied how you can draw the ray diagram based upon the incident ray, and after that we have derived the mirror formula for a concave mirror producing real image, for concave mirror producing virtual image, and for convex mirror. So I have derived the concave mirror producing real image. In the same process, by taking the appropriate sign convention, you can derive for these two, and you can get the mirror formula as 1 by v plus 1 by u equal to 1 by f, that is equal to 2 by r. So in the next class we will study about the lateral magnification, linear magnification, what is the relation between lateral magnification and linear magnification. Okay, thank you.